So what is everyone else thinking of finding out and that you don't know? Want to kepo but don't know what other people are thinking? Welcome to another episode of Property Roundtable with myself and Rama, bringing value to your journey of buying a landed property or selling a landed property or selling properties in Singapore.
Bro, it's been a long time that you have been telling me, wow, we got a lot of questions to answer,
Correct.
So today you have handpicked a few of them and we're going to answer.
Actually, this is a series we should call it the burning questions. Keponess of what other people are asking. This is the series name. Okay, today we will choose 3 questions to answer.
Yep.
So that you will know what other people are thinking.
So don't mistaken for the fact that these presents here are not for answering the questions correctly.
This one is before Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Inside all the OTP.
Nice props.
Okay. This is a question that is very broad, but it's definitely a lot of people are keen to find out. So they ask Roundtable, will landed property prices still appreciate in 2026? The question is, will landed property pricing still appreciate? Means they are assuming that by year end this year, that is appreciate overall for the year.
Okay.
At the table, we are very sure it appreciate It's only how much only ma.
Correct.
So, but will it still rise? Will it still go up? Rama?
Yep. I can't help
You cannot toss a coin today. You must you must make a stand. Will it still go up?
Yep. Okay. Very simple answer, straightforward answer. My answer has been consistent throughout the last 2 years. Okay.
What's your answer?
No, bro.
Your answer is, I don't know.
Remember from the first year onwards, we say, bro, it's sooner or later it's going to pass the 2000 PSF.
Yes.
And it's already passed.
Yes.
And guess what? You're in for a rude shock. I still feel next year it is still going to go upwards.
Yes.
The trend is upwards. And even if your crypto is down, landed will go up.
Sian.
Okay.
Crypto down. Okay. Yeah. As a lot of people already know, that I'm very balanced. I believe in property. I believe in other investments, alternate investments, and of course I believe in crypto. And now, landed property is a sub-segment of the market in Singapore. So there's the resi segment, commercial, industrial. Of course, we don't talk enough about those. Not that we don't talk with our clients in their portfolio, they have those as well. But because the channel is always catered towards like landed buyers in Singapore or sellers, so we talk about the landed market. We are in a very weird 2025 as we come to an end. I think the year was quite interesting. You know? We saw records for S&P 500 US. We saw records for Bitcoin achieving new highs. So crypto market was hunky-dory. But in the last 1 month plus,
one and a half,
we saw Bitcoin fall almost back to levels that were pre-increased from this year. We saw S&P go through a huge liquidation, huge sellout due to certain news and uncertainty. But in the property market, the clients that we are serving, right, they are still making those decisions to buy and to sell.
Yep.
Reason being, right, I think the landed market is very driven by opportunities.
Yes.
Do you agree with me, Rama?
Definitely, bro.
That today, you have a budget doesn't mean you are a king.
Yep.
You have a 5 million budget, you have a 10 million budget, you have a 15 million budget. You go to your own segments, right, you are limited by options. Like what exactly can you buy?
Yep.
So they are very opportunity driven.
Yes.
So why would landed market not appreciate? It would still appreciate because to get into that position or to buy that position, right, typically you're paying about valuation or slightly more. And if there's those that are slightly below valuation, it could be for a few reasons.
Yep.
I mean, maybe there are some limitations with selling. Maybe they have some parameters that need to be taken into account. Maybe there's some reno works that need to be taken into account. Maybe there are certain things about that area that needs addressing. Or maybe after all, it's just the seller is just wants to cash out and buy something else.
Absolutely. So you see, when it comes to people marketing, I mean, people like real estate agents, right? Marketing landed properties,
Yeah.
or for the matter of fact, any other type of properties lah.
Yeah.
Okay, when they see the other markets,
Yes.
like the crypto market, stock market, if those things are going downwards, then they will start comparing it with property market. All right, especially in the landed scene now, we know property is durable,
Yeah.
but it is illiquid.
Yeah.
Right? But whereas the other is the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So the point here is very simple. So it has proven over the years, okay, especially since COVID, that the growth for landed property market has been substantially higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And like what you correctly pointed out, what are the opportunities available for the buyer of today? Okay, so you go for viewing, you have a few things to see. Not many, but you have a few things to see. So next thing you know, by the time you make a decision, one or two is gone.
Yeah.
So even if the one that's not gone was priced wrong, now only that's available in the market now.
Actually, what Rama said is true. In recent times, we have served clients who started the journey without us, but now have gone together with us and relook at the opportunities that they have seen before.
Yep.
They ask us questions like, hey, Rama, Harvey, how come this house is still available? How come all the other houses on the street have been sold, but
Yep.
this house is not sold?
Yep.
And when we went deeper into the situation, we asked the agent, we realized that this house was offered as well.
Yes.
Buyers did make an offer, but the seller refused to accept the offer based on the fact that they feel that the prices will only continue to escalate. So in that regard, right, because they have no next bound, they have no plans for the next bound, so they are being very one-sided. They say, okay, if I continue to stay in this position, it's not worse off for me, then I'll just wait till the white knight or the right person comes along.
Yep. The other important thing, right, is of course the desktop indicative value issued by the bankers,
Banks,
right?
yeah.
So by the banks, and we collect at least 2 to 3 of these indicative values, okay, before we even start viewing the house, or even after start to view the house, because we need to view your house. Then after, if you like it, you want to go and do all these things. But again, we can ask this question to the seller's agent as well, because they would have done it. But at the end of the day, who's buying? The buyer. So the buyer's banker has to eventually give out the valuation, right? But what I'm trying to point out right here is, with regards to the question, will the price keep going upwards in 2026? My point here is, how many, if you're watching and if you're a buyer so far, right, how many of y'all have gone for viewing and asked this question, and the asking price is within the range of the valuation?
Yeah.
Most of the time, it is
Higher,
above the valuation.
Yeah. So, given that the situation, I think a lot of people will say, oh yeah, agents always like to say, lender limited supply, that's why prices will go up. I think we are beyond that. I think the savviness of the market is actually driven not by just a limited supply in landed. It's also driven by the prices that are outside of the landed market, namely the new launches. Case in point, recently the government land sale for Bedok Rise was awarded. So at a land price of 1,003, I mean, congrats. I mean, it was hotly contested. But it does give a future outlook beyond the horizon as to what prices in Tanah Merah or around the Bedok Rise area will be. So for example, it's going to be selling at around 2.5 to 2.6 per square foot, based on our normal way of calculation, right?
Yep.
It does put perspective that if you want to buy like 1,005 square feet unit, for example, it's going to be north of what? For about 3+ million?
Yep.
And then if you go around the area, do you think that the landed pricing in that area will continue to remain at 4-ish? I think proof is in the pudding that the expectation of the market is that landed become the go-to for people who believe more towards longevity and legacy and value appreciation, of course, but also preservation.
Absolutely.
So in 2026, right, I believe that the viewers and the buyers will continue to be savvy, but take nothing away from the sellers who are, even whether they are savvy or not, that they go around looking at new launches, right? They also will be thinking like, like, cannot be they sell this price, my house sell that much cheaper, right?
Bro, actually, you are right, bro. If you notice the last 2 new launch near town area, right, they did really, really well. Like almost 90% sold within the preview first few days already. So if you notice, right, these kind of transactions that happen, and the quantum is like above 2 million, 3 million, 4+.
For the size also.
Exactly. So there are buyers in this range. So what I see is, if you have properties that's still selling at 4 million price, right, these buyers can actually enter the landed market as well.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, it's more for like convenience, right? Why some people would buy landed and some people would buy condos. So it's a very different market. But of course, again here, a short answer to the question is we continue to believe that landed property market will appreciate. Now, the percentage of how much it appreciates will depend on a few things. Of course, the macroeconomy. I mean, we do see news that moving forward, like this year's growth is not fantastic. I think wages will not rise as fast next year. There will still be a rise, but it won't be by much. And I think all the new launches selling also have taken multiple names away from buying landed property.
True.
I think for those who haven't made their move or feel that these products don't suit them, they will continue to sell. And in recent times, we do see our condo listings moving a bit faster, especially those that are selling because they want to buy a landed, and we have been assisting them. So in that case, right, their names also be released. So there'll be a new bunch of landed buyers in the market. Now there's also opportunistic sellers who are looking to trade up in the next cycle because the better days of interest rates are coming back. 1.3, 1.4% for fixed for 2 years, 3 years.
We totally forgot about that one, man. Yeah,
so
exactly.
that does give a good boost to the market as well. So then the question also asks, so which districts do you think that will outperform in 2026? That is a question we will answer for clients who work closely with us. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's very hard for us to cover that in detail.
What is the next question, bro?
Okay, this next question also happens to be, do you think condos are better choice for price appreciation in 2026?
Price appreciation.
Yes.
I would rather answer this. They are better off price appreciation.
Yeah. So basically they're asking if, okay, versus I buy a landed, do you think a condo has a better chance of appreciating in price?
I think it's me being very landed, right? But I will give you a reason why. Just because we spoke about the interest rate earlier on, right? So when you buy into a landed space, you are buying for the full value. You're taking the loan in full. So you're enjoying the low interest rate. For new launch, right? Yes, you're entering the market when the interests are low, but your loan quantum haven't started kicking in. So you're actually not really getting the value of the low interest rate.
Correct.
So I would say it's a better offer here, but whether the price would go up, I still feel holding the landed property for the next 3 to 4 years would be a better choice than to go into a condo. But like what you said, if you are decoupling or you're restructuring your portfolio and one of y'all can go into landed and the other one wants to buy into a condo space, why not?
Yes. Or we have covered this before as well. I think I'll take it once the question at different stages. I think whether the condo market appreciates, right? Because the question that came from viewers is more of comparing between landed and condo.
Right.
Now, if we see the condo market in isolation, of course, you would then have to compare apple to apple. Like if you buy a condo, it doesn't mean all condos will appreciate well. I think there are opportunities. We are almost in the mid to last part of this current cycle of new launches for the matter. And we have already seen that certain price points attract people a lot. Even at a higher price point, some people have put premium to the locations and bought in strong. There are other well-priced ones that also did well as well. But we do see the trend that people are looking to buy new stuff, right? So that's one. Two is for resale condos, I think if there's a decoupling strategy, we have also seen people come to inquire with us to buy a landed but decided to do a two-step approach towards going into a landed segment, which is to buy maybe a new launch first. In fact, recently, one of our clients did that. Buy a new launch first. And then maybe going to buy something of a resale. So that at the end of 4 to 5 years, right, they will do a consolidation and then they will go back into landed segment.
Exactly,
with the profits that they have gained.
And it was very timely because the new launch happened to be at this point in time. And the opportunity, like you said, for that particular new launch was very good because when we sat down, we did the numbers, this was actually not a bad entry. So that's the reason why.
It was a calculated choice choosing between both the condo market and the landed segment. And in recent consultations, we have also spoke to clients or couples that are in the same dilemma, whether they should buy a condo over a landed. Now, will condo prices appreciate? I think it really depends on the project. It depends on the area, and it also depends on the size. We tend to favor units that are of a bigger size. For example, we tend to favor units that are above 1,000 square feet, for example. We also favor units that are of 3-bedder and above. It doesn't mean that 1 or 2-bedders are not good, but if you're not buying to stay, if you're buying it to lease out and then make that gains, I think it will still play well to your favor.
Tides have changed, In the past, at least 10 years back, right? Studio, 1-bedder, 2-bedder used to be the popular choice among people, right?
Yeah.
But today's consumers, they are going for 3-bedder and 4-bedder. And like what Harvey said, right? There's a minimum size that you mentioned, was that 1,002?
About 1,000.
Actually, 1,000 is amazing.
Already
right?
considered big.
Because they don't build big ones anymore, right? So they are now looking forward to get an entry into these sizes for the future, and they are new.
You'll find that some new launches now, they have this premium, a 3-bedder compact, then they got a 3-bedder premium. The only difference is whether that there is a yard or like a helper area or whatever. You will know that the modern family may take this very seriously because it is a need, right? So we believe that the condo market will probably be in line, it will appreciate, it will dovetail, but there will be certain areas that will outperform. And one of the potential chances for condo to do well as well is also what comes up that's being offered in the market. Because prime has been relatively quiet. I think prime hasn't done exactly super well in the last 1-2 years. But with let's say Sky at Holland doing really well, I think if en bloc rules change, they might find a new breath of fresh air into the en bloc market again. So that may also further bring new price points into the prime segment, especially the freehold plots.
Absolutely, with the prices that is transacting now in the GLS.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the table, we believe that the condo markets will also do well, but it would be probably very driven by demand and very driven by macro policies. But landed market is less. I think landed market is a purist segment whereby if you're a Singaporean citizen, you can buy. If you have LDAU, you can buy. And it's not out there for foreigners. It's also not really out there for clients who would prefer to have multiple units for, like what Rama said earlier about liquidity. But I do believe that having illiquidity in the market may be a good thing as well. Because when people have the ability to click and sell just at the first news and they react, right, it does bring a free spiral to the market, especially in the equities market. People can sell out immediately based on news. And also in the crypto market. So sometimes your capital may not be debt protected. So the illiquidity in the real estate market could play to the favor of people who cannot instantly sell their property. It actually gives them time to breathe. And in a year like that last year, where the equity market can go up and down, crypto market can go up and down, by almost doing nothing for certain people, right? It may have played to their favor.
Absolutely.
So one last question that we'll take on the table today is, somebody asked us this: if it were you, what will you do next year for your own property decisions?
Right. So that all depends on whether I want to move next year. Am I ready to move next year? Or is it the right time for me to move next year? Right. So these are the three things that I need to consider before I could answer this. I can answer this question for the particular viewer. But let's do something that is what do you call? In a hypothetical situation.
Okay,
let's say I want to sell.
Actually, so far, we've always shared candidly. But maybe you can use a hypothetical example for yourself.
I'm going to take cue from the second question's answer because I'm really seeing this, I wouldn't say it's a trend, but I can see people appreciating bigger size units in the condo segment.
Which means that you are saying that if it were you, you would buy something bigger.
Yes, I would definitely look forward to something. I mean, it's for me, okay, because I'm not into, I'm not in search of a landed property as of now. Okay, maybe for the future, maybe my next round, I don't know. Okay, because I've already passed that before.
You already passed that. You've done that and move on already.
Yeah, so now what I like, and actually I've done this for my client without me realizing it, but he's been like really happy with it. He tends to look for 4-bedroom units. Because they are very rare. And then now everything's becoming small, right? So if you really have space, especially from the 1,700 square feet onwards.
Yeah.
My God, if you get a good deal on that one,
Yeah.
I think I am constantly in a lookout for those kind of things.
Yeah.
But of course, I end up seeing all the older ones, but freehold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some 99-year leases, so I think
Yeah.
they're good investments. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very normal for that size to be older ones and freehold because they used to. These were the luxury items in the market last time, where only the people who earn the most money or they can afford.
Yep, like what Harvey said earlier on, right?
Yeah.
We have people coming to us for a landed mandate, end up buying a 4-bedder condominium,
Yes.
right? Because
Yes.
it suits their needs at the point in time. Like I was
Yeah.
serving a client who wanted to buy a landed. I wanted to buy him a landed because I really wanted him to get into a landed
Yes.
space. But then after searching and
Yes.
and the time moving forward,
Yes.
the price also went forward. Okay, and then he was like, I can't. So they ended up buying a 4-bedder at a very nice place called Windy Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Windy Heights is nice.
It's about 2,400 square feet in single plate.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. And there is no one perfect solution, but if it were me, as usual, I would very candidly share. People who watch channel long enough do know that I always buy into different segments. I have bought overseas before. I've done the HDB route before. I came from HDB and then I went into the new launch. I went into the resale condo, and from there I made further purchases in the landed segment. I exited and then I bought a landed and then I did recon and then I bought a landed and I did rebuild. Now with all this behind, right, what's my strategy I'll do next year? I think I'll possibly take the opportunity to trade upwards.
Yep.
I'll be looking to buy something that has a bigger land. It's okay for the older house, given that I say that, okay, there's team location, team conditions, house condition for the previous segment, but there's also one group, it's called the team land size, right?
Team land size.
Yeah. It means I'm looking for something of a bigger land size, something more substantial.
It's similar to what I said about
lah.
4-bedder condo, right?
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Yeah.
And I absolutely agree. I think the house is how much you need is really like, for me, my setup is quite small. I'm a dinky, and my mom has passed, so left my dad and my helper, so there's 4 of us. So I don't think that there's a need for a super big house. But if I continue to stay invested in the landed segment, which we truly believe that there's value, right, then I think that there is chance for me to do another round. And 46 this year, I think it's good to make that one more round. And I recently had a chat with one client that was referred, and we had the same conversation. She's like almost same age as me, and she's thinking like, hey, Harvey, what should I do next? Because they're already in a corner terrace. It's quite nice, but they're thinking of moving up the value chain, right?
Yep.
So we're in the same stage and we go like, she asking me, so Harvey, what will you do? I said, I would do that. And then she says, okay, let's have a discussion. Maybe we should go together, you should sell a place, sell my place, and let's go, right? Let's try and find something. So what I would do in my portfolio is I would trade up. And if I have the opportunity to do so, I'll probably keep a name free and maybe buy something that is very usable, but I wouldn't see too much into a capital appreciation value, but the size would matter. Short of naming condos, right? There are some in the east that are old. Last time HUDC. Then the size quite big.
Yep.
Then below 1.5 mil. I think those are good for you to buy as your retirement plan.
Yep.
Because as the channel grows older, our age also grow older.
Yeah.
Our clients also from 30 plus now, they get into the landed segment.
Yep.
In no time, they also will be planning for their retirement.
Yep. So those 99-year leasehold, huge old units, right? They are actually popular because you know why? There are also other older folks who want to retire, who want to cash out.
Yeah.
They need space. You ask me to sell this, where do I bring
Correct.
all my stuff, my treasures?
Correct.
There, this is the
Correct.
place. Yep.
Correct. And if you see it from a very, from an expense point of view, I mean, all the money that you made, profits, right? It could run into multiple 7 digits, right?
Yep.
And to spend about 1-ish million to buy something just as a use case, right? And if it outlives you, then it's okay lah. I mean, just had a conversation with someone at viewing today. I said the same thing. I said, because they keep trying to look in D15 to find something freehold, and they've been stuck for so long, they can't find something at the budget. I said, why don't you consider something like that as another strategy? Because you need the space, ma.
Yep.
So if you look at things from that level, I think there are multiple strategies. Property Roundtable was started as a baby to talk about landed, but in our conversations with our clients, we have advised multiple strategies. We have not only brought people to their promised land, right? For example, they upgrade to a landed. We have also brought people the reverse way, which is sell out the landed and go into to downsize. We have also spoke to people about into like 2 positions and then doing the step up towards landed. But ultimately, the conversation is around real estate. It's around planning. It's about capital appreciation. It's about capital preservation. And it's also about being prudent. Now, if these 5 principles resonate with you, right? I think in our Burning Question series, right, we'll continue to talk about questions that other people ask because you are not alone in this journey. Rama and I hear this, to us, is very normal. We answer the question all the time. But to you and your spouse at home every day argue, or team house, team condition, team location. Should I buy landed? Don't buy landed. It's very normal.
Yeah.
Very
anyway,
normal.
we would love to hear from you. So we would really appreciate if you put up whatever your thoughts are in our comment session.
I thought talk to us. Can't talk to us. I mean, those people that we have dealt with in the last 2 years will know that we are very straight talking. We are the same on screen and when you talk to us.
Yeah, and Harvey prefers to talk face-to-face one.
Must be, because later scammer.
Yeah.
Maybe another agent call and then ask me all the questions, then the agent...
Which has happened before.
Yeah, which has happened before.
Yeah.
So, so too bad I got to see my face. I also see yours. So, anyway, if you like what was so far, and if the questions resonate with you, or if you want deeper information into the questions that we discussed, right? Because you want to make a move and you want to make a very calculated move, right?
Yep.
Then come to us. There's a link that you can click and then contact us. We can have a consultation, free consultation. And also, if you like what you watched so far, subscribe and turn on the notification button. And remember, we're always on live. Not live. We're always on Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yep.
And nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is that prices have gone up. So in the last 2 years, whatever we spoke of have turned true.
Yes.
So if you believe what we say or you don't believe, you say that, or wake up in the morning and decided that, okay, landed is good money to make.
And importantly, there was another question, very specific, which districts?
Yeah.
So we are reserving that for you to contact us,
correct.
and then we'll share that with you.
Yes, correct. So thank you and see you in our next episode.